Yeah, hi, I'm Niels. I'm the audio designer and game designer here at Bedtime Digital Games. And I do audio and game design. For the most part. Getting into audio design for me was kind of a coincidence, I guess, because I started playing music like 15 years ago or so, just playing guitar and singing and going on the road with a band and stuff like that. And at the same time, I always enjoyed making games, like doing a little programming, doing a little design, and those games kind of needed music and sound effects, and I started getting into that stuff and really enjoyed it. And when the opportunity came to do stuff like that in a more professional setting, I jumped on the wagon and I started my work in the game industry as a designer first and foremost, and then the music and audio thing came as a layer on top of that because that was something I was really interested in. I think that the biggest project I had prior to this one was a game called Chronology that I also designed, that I did like a year ago, something that came out a year ago. That was kind of kept in this kind of steampunky, also a little surreal stuff but more inspired by classical music. The music is quite important in Figment. The music is very important in Figment, actually. We came up with this idea that we wanted musical elements in the game, like musical as in characters singing to each other. And we tried to implement that not only as musical cutscenes or whatever, but also as part of the actual gameplay, where like the enemies you meet have a song where they sing like actual lyrics about themselves and their motives and so on.
Well, for you I have a gift full of black death, rat nose and green gills, a pharmacy of bitter pills, drenched in sweat and with a scream, you wake up from my fever dream.
Like you would see in a classical musical on a stage or whatever. I've seen games that have like a song at the credits or inside the game or something, but never where the actual characters start to sing to each other and interact in that musical sense. I think that's kind of funny, and the whole feeling of the game is kind of lighthearted, and we have this humor through the dialogue and also actually in the whole world. So I think it adds something kind of funny and surreal to the feeling. For each world in the game, we have this kind of main beat, or there's actually variations of the same main beat or bass track that runs throughout that world with a certain melody and certain instruments going on there. And then on top of that, I have all these kind of dynamic instruments that I add on top of it. For example, we have trumpets in the level, actually standing there, trumpets playing, and once you get close to those trumpets, they will kind of blend into the music depending on how close you get to those instruments. So, but then as you travel around the world, you get these extra layers that you can, depending on how you walk around the level, can turn up and down. But it's actually a big pile of layers of music going on top of each other, like the same loop. You couldn't play everything at once; it would sound terrible. But I made it so that everything kind of fits together and in the same beat and everything like that. So that was something new for me also. It was a really cool experiment to try to see how much different stuff can we put, how many different expressions of music can we kind of put into the same kind of bass rhythm or bass track that we have underneath everything.